Hello student, welcome to Center the Student Classes. Students, we are working from home. Now look at the question number 8 of exercise 13.4. So in this question we have given a probability distribution of a random variable x. We have to find the value of k and all these probabilities. So we all know that when we have a probability distribution, that the sum of all the probabilities will always equals to 1. So we know that summation px is supposed to be equal to 1. Okay, so now it means the sum of all these probability will equal to 1. So this is 0 nothing and k plus 2k plus 2k plus 3k plus k square plus 2k square plus 7k square plus k is equals to 1. 3k, 5k, 8k and 9k. We have 9k and k square plus 2, 3k square and 7, 10k square. 10k square plus 9k minus 1 equals to 0. So this is the quadratic equation in k. We can easily find the value of k through the algebraic formula. So k would be minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac. Sorry, b square minus 4ac. That would be 40. It would be plus upon 2a 20. So k would be minus 9 plus minus 18, that would be 121. It means what? 11 upon 20. So from here k equals to either minus 9 plus 11, it means 2 upon 20, or minus 9 minus, it means minus 20 upon 20. So it is either k equals to 1 by 10 or minus 1. But we all know that probability can never be negative. Here k is what? A probability of random variable 1. So k probability can never be negative and minus 1 is ruled out. So we have got k equals to 1 by 10. So this is our first answer. Okay. Now what we have to find? We have to find px greater than 3. Second question, probability of x less than 3. It means what? Probability of x less than 3. It means probability of 0 plus probability of 1 plus probability of 2. Now we have all the values. P0 is 0. Just leave it out. P1 is k and the value of k is 1 by 10 plus P2, that is 2k. It means what? 2 upon 1 by 10. It means 1 upon 5. So that would be equals to 10. So that would be 3 by 10 answer. Okay. Now question number 3, that is px greater than 6. It means what? Simply p7, that is equals to 7k square plus k. So that would be 7 into 1 upon 100 plus 1 by 10 answer. Fourth question is we have to find p 0 to x to 3 where 3 0 and 3 are not included. It means what? P1 plus P2, that is k plus 2k. It means what? 3k, and that is 3 by 10 answer. Okay, so that's simple. Now next topic is question number 9 is also similar to that, so you can easily solve. But the next topic is mean or expectation of a random variable. Mean or expectation of a random variable, and we denote it by either by mu or ex, expectation of x. Now suppose we have a random variable x and its probability distribution is like that. Suppose here we have x1, x2, x3, x4, and here we have p1, p2, p3, p4. This is just an example. Okay, now the mean would be mu or ex. The formula for mean is summation xi into pi, where I equals to 1 to n upon summation pi. But we all know that summation pi equals to what? 1. So whether I write it denominator or not doesn't matter. So in some books it is simply written like I equals to 1 to n. This is xi into pi. So this is the formula for mean or expectation of x. Now next term is variance. Variance is denoted by sigma square or expectation of x square. This is known as variance, or just let it be like sigma square. Okay, so the formula for variance is sigma square is equals to summation x square into pi, where I equals to 1 to n xi square into pi minus mu square. So this is the formula for variance. And next is standard deviation. Standard deviation, that is known as sigma, that is under root of this. So summation I equals to 1 to n xi square into pi minus mu square, its whole under root, that is known as standard deviation. Very easy question. First of all, we have to find the probability distribution. Then by applying all these formula, we can easily find the mean and variances. Okay. Now I will solve only 1 or 2 questions. Rest you have to do in your homework. Very easy question. You can easily solve them. Okay. So now we'll take a question on the basis of mean and variance. First of all, question number 11. That is, 2 dice are thrown simultaneously if x denotes number of sixes. It is number of sixes. Number of sixes. Find the expectation of x. We have to find ex. Now question says 2 dice are thrown simultaneously. Okay. Now if I am throwing 2 dice, so how many sixes can we have? It could be that on the none of the dice will have 6. It means we can obtain 0 6, or we can have 1 on either die, or we can have 6 on the both dice. Okay. So first of all, probability. Let p is the probability of p, because p is the probability of getting a 6. So p equals to would be 1 by 6. Okay, and let q is the probability of not getting a 6. That would be 1 minus 1 by 6. It means 5 by 6. Here q is the probability of not getting a 6. Now we have x equals to 0, 1 and 2. So first of all, probability of x equals to 0. It means what? That on both dice there is no 6. It means q into q. We don't get any 6s. It means what? 5 by 6 into 5 by 6, that is 25 by 36. Now find px equals to 1. It means what? On either first or second die there is a 6. It could be like on first die there is 6, or on second die there is no 6. Or it could be that on first die there is no 6, but on second die there is a 6. So it means what? 2 into pq. So 2 into p is 1 by 6, and that is 5 by 6. So that is 10 by 36. That is px equals to 1. Now px equals to, this is px equals to 0, px equals to 1. Now find px equals to 2. It means what? On both die there is just 6. It means 1 by 6 into 1 by 6, that is px equals to 2 is 1 by 36. So we have all the, now make the probability distribution. X px, when x is 0, the value of px is 25 by 36. When x is 1, the value of this is 10 by 36. When x is 2, the value of it is 1 by 36. So now check whether it is right or wrong. 25, 10, 35, 1, 36 upon 36 equals 1. Our distribution is correct. Now first of all, we have to find ex. So mu or ex. So formula for that is summation xi square into pi, and I equals to 1 to n. So it simply means x square. It means 0 square into pi. Whatever be 0 square, it would become 0 whole. Now then 1 square, it means only 1 into 10 by 36 plus 2 square is 4 upon 1 by 36. So mu or ex is equals to 10 and 14 by 36. It means what? 7 times 18 times. So mu is equals to 7 by 18. That is the mean number or expectation of x. If you have to find the variance, that also you can easily find sigma square equals to x square pi minus mu square. So that would be sigma square equals to x square. Here, sorry, here this is only x into pi. So it would be 2 by 36. My mistake. So that would be 12 by 36. It means what? 1 by 3. 1 by 3. Mu is 1 by 3. Now when you have to find variance, that it would be x square pi summation minus mu square. So now here I will do the x square. So that was what? Okay, again we'll do it. So it would be 10 upon 36 plus 4 upon 36 minus 1 upon 9. So sigma square would be equals to 14 by 36. 14 by 36 minus 1 by 9. So 36 would be the LCM, and it would be 14 minus 4. Sigma square equals to 10 by 36. So this is the variance. This is the variance, and standard deviation would be under root 10 upon 6. This is the standard deviation answer. Now I will not solve any question regarding on the basis of mean and variance. That you have to do it by yourself. Whenever you got a term expectation or mu or mean, you have to use all these formulas. Okay, this one question is big enough to solve questions like that. First of all, you have to make the probability distribution, then just apply the formula and you're good to go. Now please pause the video and note it down.